Elbasan. So Elbasan, as far as like scenery, is the exact opposite of Vlora. It's like tucked away in the mountains. But so if you love the mountains and everything, you're gonna Elbasan was a really good city. It's a little more compact as far as like the actual city goes. I mean, it spreads out a little bit as far as the villages around it go, but the city itself, where we were primarily working, was pretty compact area. It had some of the best food. The people themselves, they're a little more chill people, I would say, because it is tucked away in the mountains, and they're really easygoing. It's one of the few places that has like an actual church building that's made. It's kind of like off to the side of Elbasan, and it was a good little walk to get there. And they used to have like a little shuttle bus to get the members to the church building, but that was my last area as well. So I served there twice, and they took away the shuttle, what they call them, furgon, and they took away the furgon, and so the members had to walk. And it was just really cool to see the sacrifice of the members being able to make that walk. We were afraid that once they took that away, the church, the amount who would go in the sacrament meeting was going to go down, and we were like, oh no, we have to work all this up. But it actually kind of went up, and so it was kind of cool to see that little sacrifice. And so in Elbasan, for sure, I remember this one because everybody will always tell you, if you're sitting, in the middle of the city, there's a giant castle, and there's a boulevard, kind of I was talking about earlier. But you would have, it was kind of around the winter time that like winds would come through, and like it would just channel right through that boulevard. So you'd be sitting out there, out street contacting, talking to people, and this huge windstorm would go, and so. Making sure that you have a good jacket if you serve in that city and anywhere up north, and really getting used to like kind of like really windy conditions, especially during like the winter months, is when it came. I remember that specifically because it was one really cold day, and the wind just kept blowing and blowing and blowing. But the city itself is pretty boxed out, pretty easy going. They have a nice park in the middle, so it's always good to go. Like people always chilling out on a bench or something like that, so you can just walk up to them and just go try to talk to them. And Albanians themselves are really friendly people, so like you can just like go talk to people and they'll just talk your ear off from that point. So you kind of have to learn how to control that. But yeah, that's about it for that. Members are great everywhere, but I was just, in fact, some of them go to BYU Idaho, and they were just in town this last weekend, so we were able to hang out. It's good to catch up with them and see how they're doing. And common industries we work in, locales, little bars. Yeah, you have, when you get, one of the things I was amazed about was the amount of like, they're like little bars. So kind of like how in Utah right now we have like Swig and Sodalicious. It's like their version of that. They don't do like flavored drinks, obviously, but they'll do like where people go drink coffee, or they have like a little soda or something like that. And these things are everywhere. And that was probably the thing that kind of like, I was like, wow, there's quite a few of these. And the flea markets, the Tregs, those were really cool. I was kind of watching this show the other day, and someone was at like a little, it was kind of like a farmer's market, and it kind of reminded me of like all like the opportunity to be able to go out there and be like, okay, I want like all these carrots or these potatoes, and they were just right from the farm. And so that was probably like one of the healthiest times when I was eating on my mission in a lot of ways, because of like just the freshness of the food, and everything was right off the vine pretty much.